Here are the best choices of Chapter 9. Please, no urine in the moat of medieval fantasy rogue's choice. I don't know why they named this Please No Urine in the Moat, because it was just a small event where we urined in the moat. I don't know why they would bother with it. But regardless, let us go ahead. Some sexual innuendo and violence in fantasy setting, who gives a fuck? But sure, let's begin and see the best choices. So this one I think I did be silent. I don't exactly remember, but I think I did be silent. But the correct option, the best option to be precise, is say yes, and you best not waste our time, which gives us 1 morale. You adopt your most pompous demeanor and nearly shout yes, and you best not waste our time. Yeah, we already read all this, okay. So I've noticed that the favor does not carry on to the next chapter as far as I can see. Nothing carries over to the next chapter. I think every chapter gives you a base starting point. I think the last game allowed you to carry stat points from the last chapter, but I guess there's not this one. I think there's just a base stat point that's you start at all the time, so all the stats are essentially to be used within the chapter or to give you points at the end of the chapter. So since favor and morale both give us the same amount of give us the same amount of points, I'm gonna go with our kind requires no invitation. I went with your Captain Bonebrow, which gave me less morale, but I could ask for Duke, which gave me favor but decrease 1 morale, so I'm just gonna go with morale 1. Our kind requires no invitation. Our kind requires no invitation, you say. The guard opens his mouth as though to say something and closes it. You should ask the captain, whispers the guard with the crossbow. With all the ambient noise from the crowd, you're surprised you make out what he said. Yeah, we already read all this. Here we did a semi-okay option, which was say, do not make me curse you. But we are going to ask, what is your name? Morale increases 1. You decide to start with the most subtle threat you can, hoping it won't have to escalate. You cannot imagine that anyone would want his name known by the Dark Elves. What is your name? You ask the guard as you lean forward with your most wicked grin. A name of no importance, says the guard, stammering. He steps aside, gestures for you to enter. We already read all this. So I think last time I kept listening, in which I just got elbowed by Kriya. So I'm gonna begin dancing. Morale increases 1, favor increases 1. With your eyes still shut, you begin swaying to the music. Yes, if the people are going to stare away, may as well give them a show, says Egra. Stop that, Kriya whispers fiercely. Yes, humiliate her, says Egra. I said stop it, says Kriya. Not until you apologize for calling me worm, you say in a low voice. You lift your chin to the sky with a smile and begin to shuffle your feet. That is your name now, that is how it is with our kind. Play the part, says Kriya. Are we not here to celebrate? You shout out to no one in particular. You open your eyes completely. You turn to see Kriya's horrified expression. Egra laughs. You will die. No one will suspect a man without a care, you say. Did you not say that it was the best to hide in plain sight? I did, says Egra. Let the people remember the dark elf that danced like a fool. The music begins to pick up pace. You look back to the minstrels and give them a grin as you begin hopping like a bullfrog. Oh, we are not even dancing at this point. We're just fucking shit over. Gods no, says Kriya. You say to an older woman who is trying to hurry past. You snatch her hand and twirl around. There is laughter nearby and someone hooting. You give the woman your most assuring smile. She tries to smile back, but she only manages a grimace. You give her a few more passes, then you let her go. She has her hand on her heart. You bow. My thanks, you say. To your surprise, others have begun dancing. Like lightning sparks a fire, you have reignited the celebration, says Egra. You are now able to execute a few more steps before Kriya grabs your hand with surprising strength and pulls you away. They would execute you in the Underdark for that, she hisses as she tows you towards the crowd. Okay, that was fucking funny. Okay, that was fucking good. Okay, so this is where we were talking to the Halfling, the House Ruder here agent that owns the dolls that got us punched in the dick for whatever reason. So see what the best one with this one for this one would be is now this is the way it is spread out. I could go for what do you think of Myram, which I went with last time. I think I'm actually gonna go for that one again. I think that's a good one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think that's the best choice. What do you think of my rump? I already did this, so I'm not gonna read it. This is the correct choice. Turn them away, which essentially just leads to accept the courtesy. We just get 1 extra morale because Kriya accepts them. The slave the people who were like holding things above our heads, like umbrellas or whatever. This was the correct option. I chose to speak with her. I think if I stay silent, I will get an achievement, but fuck that. Might as well get some morale. And on top of that, piscary off, which is always good. In this one, I chose the worst option I could have possibly chosen. So the way it's supposed to be done is you can either choose wizard or man of many talents, which will essentially redirect you back to these choices. In which case we will go with priest this time because they already know we are a priest. So I'm gonna go with man with many talents. We all read all this, and we're gonna go with priest. You have the distinct feeling that either the impostor or the acolytes of Aletheia have some sense of agra. Decide you had better come nearer the truth to satisfy them. Very well, I'm a priest of Oher, the god of trickery, you say. Yet I have failed him by giving you the truth of it. Bonebrow raises his chin and gives a crisp nod. You sensed Oher, you think. She sensed Oher, you think. Perhaps now this Thogian priestess believes you. The question is, does she know who you truly are and that you're here to destroy her? I highly doubt it. I think I went with, I do not think they would care for my kind as far as I can remember, but I will go with a priest of Oher does not announce himself. That it would be the correct option. A trickster god is its own excuse, you think. A priest of Oher does not announce himself, you say with a grin. Otherwise, I will only meet distrust and the constant fear of chicanery. I can only tell you because we are guests here, and it is our duty. It is your duty to know. You say, I trust you will not spread my secret. Bonebrow's expression is blank. Finally, he says, behave yourself, son of Oher, and I will have no reason to bring your secret to light. You have a feeling your chosen explanation has hit the mark. Who knows? Maybe a priest of Thog will even keep her word about not relieving your secret. What? Will even keep her word about not revealing your secret. The less people know about your connection to Oher, the better. You're sure Agra agrees. So apparently this is a very bad option, but somehow it works. Shoot him with the bow is an option. I went with another time I've kept it slung. Then I have to go with this is more for mocking. It just loses favor because Agra doesn't like that. So I'm gonna go with shoot him with the bow. For some reason that's a good one. As they say, fools boldly go where angels fear to tread. If this priestess dies, she shall convert to her native form, and I will be vindicated, you think. You unsling your bow, knock an arrow, as you draw back the string, which takes a surprising amount of your elven strength, and aim it at Bonebrow. His lips turn up into a smug smile. You let go of the thumb. Thrum goes the string. The arrow transforms into a small puff of black shadow that quickly dissipates less than a meter from Bonebrow's face. How do we do that? Is Agra helping us? Meter away from Bonebrow's face. Bonebrow jerks his head back. His smile is gone. His mouth has dropped open. His eyes bulge, and in a flash, he draws his sword. You hold the bow up and surrender. You see, quite a trick, you say as you force a laugh. Thog protects her, you wonder. How dare you? Bonebrow snarls, advancing a step. Kriya's hands are out in front of her. She is mumbling some arcane words. Just then you are nearly blinded by the sun. Evidently your servant has retreated, taking your shade with her. As you prepare to dodge back, you try... I think I did this. Yeah, I definitely remember reading this. Oh, because I thought it was funny. Is that it? Why do I remember reading this? I have a deja vu going on right now. If you prefer to dodge back, you try to talk your way out of it. Not the trick I expected, you say. Usually Oher turns the arrow into a bird of some sort. The bird then flies up and defecates over you. Bonebrow stops in his tracks. Squinting at him in the sunlight, you cannot clearly make out his expression, but you imagine the impostor is weighing your words. Please sheath your weapon, you say quickly, while trying your best to sound calm. You asked for a trick shot and you got it. Consider yourself fortunate that my god only made my arrow disappear. As said, most targets suffer guano upon them. Finally, Bonebrow takes a breath and sheathes his sword. In the corner of your eye, you see Liar quickly approach and your shade is returned. That god of yours is going to get you killed, says Bonebrow. I tell her that all the time, you say with a smile. Her, says Bonebrow. Yes, he is as likely to appear as a woman as a man, you say. Bonebrow frowns for a moment and says, so I have heard before. This was the incorrect option. I went with ask him about himself because we are supposed to be quiet here. Remain silent for now. As a naturally social being, you're tempted to ask this strange man about himself. However, now is not the time. Everyone else is remaining silent for the ceremony, and you suspect you ought to show some respect. You silently congratulate yourself on your self-control. So the correct choice in this one is wise words for one who dresses as a slave. And if I went with blind belief, I would have lost a morale, but blind belief, I don't believe with I don't agree with that statement. So yeah, wise words for someone who dresses as a slave, you say haughtily, nodding at his neck. The dark elf speaks his mind, he says with a faint smile. Yes, I'm getting the hang of it, you think. You're all slaves to the capricious wheel of fate, says the monk. The shackle reminds me. Slave of the wheel, you think. You had heard of this order of monks, but never met one. But you know they are monks without a patron god. They are rumored to be powerful, yet where this power comes from is shrouded in mystery. Interesting. I didn't know they were powerful. We missed out on this. So in this one, if you go for talk to the dwarves or join the dancers, you essentially enter like mini choices, which I did last time. So we're gonna go with join the dancers again. This time, however, instead of giantess, I was thinking of going for the priest of Nisa, but apparently that would make me lose a shit ton of stuff. No life, but just morale and 2 favor. So probably Egra will not like the fact that we're dancing with the priest of Nisa, I suppose. So I'm gonna go with Katrine, the choice I did not expect. Morale increases 1, favor increases 1. Bowing rhythmically like a bird, you mosey in the direction of Katrine. There's suddenly like a cat pouncing on a mouse. You leap over and snatch Katrine by the hand. Her beautiful green eyes widen in abject terror. You laugh heartily out loud as Egra laughs in your mind. That's my woman, stammers a richly dressed man, presumably her husband. Just a dance, you call to him as you whirl Katrine away. I've chosen you for your beauty, you say, with what you expect is a charming smile. She stumbles, blushing, and your cruelty after wine. You pull her close enough that your lips are only inches apart. Is it good to be cruel at times? What do you know of me, she says. You whirl her around, then pull her back in close again. I know you desire more from this world. The priest of Nisa is prowling close. His costumed bullhead pointing in your direction. He is making you a little nervous. Nisian priests are known for their mischievousness. Would you like it if I found you later, you ask. She doesn't answer, but the blush has come back stronger. You decide you have tortured her enough. You prance her back to the crowd. A red-faced husband with his chin folds holds out a trembling hand. You offer Katrine's hand back to him, spin around just in time to see Nisian priest approaching, his pelvis thrusting in the air. Really? What the fuck, bro? Holy shit, he's dry humping the air. He meant to mock you by mounting you from behind. Without thinking, you kick him in his projected crotch. The contact is perfect. It doubles over into the ground. The crowd roars with laughter. This is a pixie you shall respect, you shout at him. You begin. That's what he was doing last time. I thought he was jumping on our back to go for a piggyback ride, but he was actually dry humping us to make fun of us, I suppose. But that's still funny. You shout at him. You begin prancing around the dance circle, the hands in the air as though you won a fighting match. Agra bubbles up her regards, yet she is mostly keeping hidden. No doubt she fears the nearby priests. So slippery spell was the best one, so I'm gonna go with the slippery spell again. So apparently in this one I went with the best possible option, which is with my blessing you shall have a son, which gave me a shit ton of favor. So I'm gonna go with that again. Your thought is this is what I wanted to read. Your thought is interrupted by a sting on your arm. You look over, you see a flash of ring. Okay, so it was Bone Brow, and he was calling her a she because Bone Brow is technically the priestess. So that's what it was. So he just went by us and tricked us, I think. This was the correct option, poison or a drug. So the best option in this whole scenario, I went with a pretty good option that I did, but I think the best option in this scenario is to say this is not the time, exercise some self-control. She's probably going to make some joke about how we don't have self-control, but regardless, we'll see. Say that. Morale increases 2. This really is not the time. You say exercise some self-control. And how long has it been since you and what was the name of your warlock of yours was again? The name of that warlock of yours again. She scowls and leans away. She takes one last look at your chest, longing look, you think, then stands up. Yeah, she's probably looking for the amulet. Now that I've seen to your well-being, you had best pray for mine. Yeah, we already read all this. So we just meet the demon here, which I'm still not sure how the demon is. Like, is it an actual manifestation of the demon or is it a vampire? Interesting. Yeah, we got 800 plus. Holy shit, last time we were doing so shit. We got 400 plus last time and now it's double that. By the way, I was wondering, is like when a demon rides you, you become a vampire. So, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like a demon rides you, you become a vampire. So if the demon consumes your soul while you're a vampire, then you should become a full demon. Then you shouldn't be a vampire at that point. Okay, that was good. That was good. Okay, so morale is actually a lot more money's worth than a favor. As you can see, morale is multiplied by 30 and favor is multiplied by 20. Very interesting. Alright, that chapter managed to not piss me off. That was quite fun to read actually. So let's move on to the next chapter, shall we?